If your mind feels like a browser with 100 tabs open and you cannot find where the music is coming from, this is the scientific way to hit force quit.
100 open tabs. If your mind feels like a web browser with 100 tabs open and you cannot find where that annoying background music is coming from, this is the scientific way to hit force quit. Welcome to the cognitive overload zone. We have all been there. You are sitting at your desk, trying to focus on a single important task, but your brain is loudly reminding you about an unpaid bill, an awkward email you sent 3 years ago, and what you need to cook for dinner. This constant mental buzzing is not just annoying. It is actively draining your energy and preventing you from being present. Today, we are going to explore exactly why this happens and how you can reclaim your peace of mind in just 60 seconds. The working memory battle. To understand why our minds get so cluttered, we have to look at how human working memory actually functions. Imagine your working memory as a small, brightly glowing glass bottle. It is incredibly valuable, but it has a very strict and limited capacity. Psychological studies suggest that our brains can only hold on to about 4 to 7 pieces of active information at any given time. When you try to juggle your work deadlines, personal anxieties, creative ideas, and daily chores all inside your head, you are essentially trying to cram a gallon of water into that tiny glass bottle. The pressure builds up, the glass cracks. This is what psychologists call a high cognitive load, and it is the exact root cause of your chronic overthinking and mental paralysis. The heavy mental cloud. The fundamental mistake most of us make is treating our brain as a storage unit rather than a processing facility. We internalize every single worry, attempting to solve complex life problems, while simultaneously trying to remember the grocery list. By doing this, we force our brain to spend massive amounts of energy just holding on to the information, leaving almost no cognitive power left to actually process or solve the problems. It is like leaving your car engine revving in neutral all day. You burn a lot of expensive fuel without moving a single inch forward. This internal hoarding of thoughts creates a dense cloud of anxiety, clouding your judgment and making even the simplest decisions feel monumental and completely overwhelming. The externalization technique. Enter the psychology-backed technique known as externalization. The solution to cognitive overload is not to think harder, but to physically move the mental clutter from your internal working memory out into the physical world. When you take a thought out of your head and put it onto paper, you are performing a highly effective cognitive offloading. Your brain literally registers that the information is safely stored elsewhere, which immediately shuts down the anxious loop, reminding you not to forget it. It is a biological release valve. By externalizing your anxieties and tasks, you free up massive amounts of neurological real estate, allowing your mind to shift from a panicked state of storage to a calm, focused state of execution. The 60-second brain dump. So how do we practically apply this externalization? We use a powerful method called the 60-second brain dump. Grab a pen and a blank piece of paper. Set a timer for exactly 1 minute. For those 60 seconds, write down absolutely everything that crosses your mind. Do not categorize, do not judge, do not try to solve anything. Whether it is a major life decision, a minor annoyance, or just a random memory, capture it all on the page. Let the ink flow continuously. Think of it as opening the floodgates. You are physically transferring the chaotic energy from your nervous system onto the inanimate paper. In just 1 minute, you will physically feel the psychological weight lifting off your shoulders, organizing the clutter. Once the 60 seconds are up, your mental workspace is finally clear. Now you can look at the paper. What was previously an intimidating, tangled web of anxiety inside your head is now just a tangible list of words on a page. You have successfully separated your identity from your overwhelming thoughts. With your newly restored cognitive capacity, you can objectively look at the list. You will quickly realize that half of the things you were worrying about are either completely outside of your control or completely unimportant. The remaining items can simply be scheduled or delegated. The monster in the dark is always scarier than it is in the light, and putting your thoughts on paper is like turning on the room lights. The daily clarity habit. This 60-second habit is not just a quick fix. It is the foundation of a lifelong system for mental clarity. Successful individuals do not possess better memories or inherently calmer brains. They simply have better systems for managing their cognitive load. By making externalization a daily practice, perhaps every evening before bed, or every morning with your coffee, you continuously empty the mental trash bin before it overflows. You train your brain to trust that everything important is captured, allowing it to fully relax and embrace the present moment. You transition from being a victim of your own chaotic thoughts to becoming the intentional architect of your own peace and productivity. The clear mind. When your mind is clear of unnecessary tabs, the real magic happens. Your creativity skyrockets, your relationships deepen because you can actually listen, and your productivity feels effortless rather than forced. The brain is an exceptional tool for generating ideas, not holding them. So the next time you feel that familiar rush of panic, the sensation of too many tabs open at once, do not try to think your way out of it. Hit the force quit button, grab a pen, externalize the chaos, and give your mind the beautifully empty space it needs to truly breathe. Take a deep breath, clear the mental clutter, and step into a calmer, more powerful version of yourself. The inspirations are yours. Subscribe, like, and watch all the video in this channel.